Hey everybody, welcome back to the series of the Law Teaching Initiative initiated by All India Human Rights Association. I am Payal, a law student and an active member at the organization. Today we are here for another special discussion. It will be on Hindu Succession Act, including the 2005 amendment and the August 2020 case, the Vinita Sharma versus Rakesh Sharma case. So the discussion will be divided into three limbs. Let's begin with the introduction to the Act. The Act is the Hindu Succession Act of 1956. It relates to two aspects of the property, the succession and the inheritance of the property. It lays down a comprehensive and a uniform system which incorporates both of these aspects. अगर हम कहें कि ये एक्ट किन किन को अप्लाई होता है तो इसका आंसर दिया हुआ है सेक्शन 2 ऑफ द एक्ट में. ये कहता है कि इट अप्लाइज टू हिंदूज, बुद्धिस्ट, जैन और सिख या फिर उन लोगों को जो कि मुस्लिम, क्रिश्चियन, पारसी, ज्यू नहीं है बाय रिलीजन ऑब्वियसली अनलेस प्रूवन अदरवाइज, या फिर उस बच्चे को इररिस्पेक्टिव ऑफ द फैक्ट वेदर द चाइल्ड इज लेजिटिमेट और इलेजिटिमेट जिसके दोनों पेरेंट्स बिलोंग टू द अबव मेंशन कैटेगरी ऑफ रिलीजन, या फिर उस बच्चे का जिसका एक पेरेंट who belongs to the above mentioned category. This act also applies to any person जो कि convert है या फिर is a reconvert to Hindu, Buddhist, Jain और Sikh. Here, the Act divides a property into two parts, the ancestral property and the self-acquired property. Ancestral property is a one which is also known as in Hindi the पैतृक property, and the self-acquired property is the one जो इंसान अपने बलबूते पे acquire करता है. So before we move any further, let's have a look at an example of a joint family. Here if you see, this is the example. Now here everybody is a part of this joint family. However, all the members are not the co-partners. Who are co-partners? Co-partners are those who right from the birth, they inherit their right to ancestral property and they can claim this right by asking for partition. Before 2005 amendment, the co-partners included the lineal descendants of the common ancestor, which means that it included A1, his son, his grandson, his great grandson, and so on, up to 3 generations. Now, for example, in case of a death of, let's say, A1, herein the next person in line will be made a co-partner. This particular act before 2005 amendment obviously excluded the daughters, the wives, and the widows. And because of this particular fact, the controversies were arising. The above example is also known as the rule of survivorship and is provided under section 6 of the Act. It declares that all the males are to be only considered the co-partners in the ancestral property. However, the self-acquired property can only be divided amongst the co-partners via a will. Will क्या होता है? Will is a legal document जिसके थ्रू एक इंसान अपनी इच्छा के अनुसार अपनी प्रॉपर्टी का डिवीजन मेंशन करता है कि उसकी मृत्यु के बाद उसकी प्रॉपर्टी किस किस के बीच में डिवाइड होनी चाहिए. One of the most important changes that was brought with the 2005 amendment was that it introduced two concepts. First, the testamentary succession, which means any person through a will can allocate his property amongst his wife, husband, as the case may be, daughter, son or any other person. दूसरा है इंटरस्टेट सक्सेशन, जो कि फोकस किया कि प्रॉपर्टी का डिवीजन उन सर्कमस्टांसेस में जहाँ पे एक इंसान की मृत्यु हो जाती है विदाउट एड्रेसिंग अ विल. तो ये अमेंडमेंट ने ये दो टाइप के कॉन्सेप्ट्स इंट्रोड्यूस किए. इस अमेंडमेंट ने आगे एक 4 क्लासेस ऑफ division of the property also were introduced with respect to interstate succession, जहाँ पे एक प्रॉपर्टी डिवाइड होती है विदाउट इन एब्सेंस ऑफ अ विल. तो इसने 4 क्लासेस ऑफ हायर्स और पीपल अमंगस्ट whom the property will be divided was introduced. The class 1 higher included those जिनका जो अपना पहला हक क्लेम कर सकते हैं उस ancestral property पे, and it included those like wife, husband, as the case may be, son and daughter, जिनके बीच में equal division होगा. Further, this amendment also abrogated the survivorship rule that was mentioned under Section 6 of the Hindu Succession Act. And it declared that the daughters will also be from now on, like since their birth, they will also be included in the property and they will also be considered as co-partners. And with that came a liability on the daughters as well. the 2005 amendment said जैसे एक सन के ऊपर लाइबिलिटीज होती है विद रिस्पेक्ट टू द एंसेस्ट्रल प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ द फादर और द एंसेस्ट्रल प्रॉपर्टी, उसी हिसाब से क्योंकि एक डॉटर को भी हकदार बनाया गया है तो वो भी इक्वल लाइबिलिटी क्लेम कर सकेगी एज द सन इन दी, उसके ऊपर भी लाइबिलिटीज इनकर होगी. नाउ द इनैक्टमेंट डेट वाज मेड 9th September 2005. इस इनैक्टमेंट डेट को याद रखना बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है क्योंकि इसने काफ़ी सारी कंट्रोवर्सीज रेज की थी. Moving to the next segment, which will be focusing the developments after the amendment. The main concern was whether is it necessary for the father to be alive on the enactment date, that is 9th September 2005, for his daughter to claim her right in the property, and this was tried to be answered in three major developments or the judgments pronounced by the Honorable Apex Court of the country, the Supreme Court. Firstly, 2016 में एक केस आया जिसका नाम था प्रकाश वर्सेस फूलपति. यहाँ पे जो बेंच था इट इंक्लूडेड जस्टिस अनिल धावे एंड A.K. गोयल. इस बेंच ने आंसर किया कि एक फादर का जिंदा होना उस इनैक्टमेंट डेट पे इट इज़ वेरी नेसेसरी फॉर द डॉटर टू क्लेम हर राइट इन द एंसेस्ट्रल प्रॉपर्टी. फिर आता है 2018 का अमेंडमेंट इन द केस ऑफ दनामा वर्सेस अमर सिंह. इस केस में अनाउंस किया गया कि irrespective of the fact whether the father is alive on the enactment date or not, the daughters will be allocated their share in the property. And the quorum included Justice A.K. Sikri and Ashok Bhushan. Next is the case that is also part of my last segment of this particular discussion. It is Vinita Sharma versus Rakesh Sharma case of August 2020. It cleared all the fuss that was created by the earlier two conflicting pronouncements of the Supreme Court, and it too had a division bench comprising of Justice Arun Mishra, S. Abdul Nazir, and M.R. Shah. The court upheld the previous judgment of 2018 and said that the daughters, irrespective of the fact whether the father is alive on the enactment date or not, they will also be considered as co-partners in the ancestral property, and they from now on will be able to acquire the ancestral property, their share in the property, and will also incur the liabilities as the son. And the bench upheld the Danama versus Amar Singh judgment of 2018. So before 1956, there existed different regional customary laws, and after 1956, all these laws were codified into one act, that was Hindu Succession Act. And इस एक्ट के को लेकर काफ़ी सारे प्रोनाउंसमेंट्स हुए जो कि तीन हमने सबसे मेजर हमने डिस्कस कर लिए हैं. एंड उसी के चलते अगर हम आज की बात करें तो एक डॉटर कंसिडर की जाती है को-पार्टनर, अ कर्ता इन दी फैमिली. कर्ता होता है the senior most head of the family, the senior most member who is considered the head of the family, and he will look after all the financial or all the other aspects of the family member.